Why is there such a stronghold within the West specifically when it comes to pornography? I know that if, as somebody that works with men, you probably have the stats. You know the problem that pornography is and the stronghold it has in the Western, and especially with men. And he said it's very simple. It's because when people engage in pornography or when people pay for prostitution or whatever those things, you are not paying for the actual act. You are paying for the plausible deniability. You're paying because after you're done, those things leave, and they leave you with your shame and everything. They don't linger. You don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to. So you pay for the distance and not the proximity. And I thought that was really deep in that particular thing, and kind of looking at it. So now coming full circle to my story, and rather, even though I've reimagined your question and what it came up to me, it was that. It was coming back to a space of knowing that the Bible in Genesis 1:26 says, God said, let us, God, a community, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, make man in our image and according to our likeness. So he creates us as beings of community. And anything, Nate, that takes us away from that community, right? Anything that isolates, which has always been the enemy's strategy. It's a strategy in John 17, which is disunity, right? It was the strategy of the Amalekites, which is why, like, the Lord hated them so much, is they would literally come and pick off the stragglers in the back and everything. Anything that isolates goes against God's nature and mandate over us. And if you notice, like, those types of sins which call you and trap you in the cave of shame, are sins which I believe are against the very makeup, the imago Dei, the way that God created us in his image and according to his likeness. And so in that particular way, and what I would say to men is the first thing that happened to me and that I believe should happen to you is a redeemed perspective. Knowing that my life is to be lived in service of others, that there is nothing about the individual self of the individual man, which is kingdom, which is God, and which is beneficial to his call and his purpose over our lives. When we understand that, it's only when we lay down that things that we gain them back, right? It's only when we serve that we're exalted. It's only when we fully apply the upside down kingdom that we do all those things, is when I believe we'll begin to be honest about our struggles, and then the work of redemption can truly begin.